And we're back. Sorry about being gone for several days. I managed to botch my recording and lose 2 videos worth of footage. So once again, I had to call upon Tinglebin Bunk Trousers, my jazz agent, and get him up to where I was so I could, do stuff. And I'm almost exactly where I was. I just haven't gone to Grey Country yet. So you get to see Chapter 5 again. Heartland of Darkness. Let's wander a bit. Oh, Gabby heard about a place to see a witching well. Wishing well? No, different. A Gabby friend dropped her handbag into that and it returned for containing fire and screams. What? Let's go there. Yes, it is the H-hole. Ooh, ants. Harvest the ants. This guy's a bug harvester. What's it say? You're not throwing anything that starts with H down this well. You're not the boss of me. Boiled blood. Ooh. Okay, hot armor. Good to know. Throw somebody down the well. Haunted duck call. Cursed haunted duck call. Throw something else in. Some things work, some things don't. Liquid fire. How to curse like a sailor. Nice. Only once per fight, but it's still very nice. Handful of clean water won't do anything. His Majesty's least favorite poems becomes actually something useful. Cold armor. Okay. Hot rod doesn't do anything. Handful of steam won't do anything. Handsaw will. Alright. Also, my character's name, my cheese mage's name was Humboldt, and you can even jump in. And I cannot remember what it did to me, but we'll find out in a couple of videos when I get my old character, when I go back to the old character. Alright. Head officers to a G hole? That sounds dirty, even if it's not. Found a few mostly boiled grubs stuck to a hot pipe on the outside of an oil pump. Poor little guys, they don't even drive. Okay. 4 little elven creatures step off the side of the road and encircle you in a slow dance. It's horrible, just awful the way they move. You don't like it, but you can't help but watch. It's hypnotic. You think you could watch these things dance for the rest of your life. Shake off the spell. The elven creatures are a serious and mystical people, but at their heart they're a bunch of little tricksters, no different from the magician booked for your 7th birthday party. You deal with them the same way. Stop it! Chasing, the little creatures shuffle off back to the hills. 30 XP, not bad for a non-combat. I do not need to read every grub harvesting. Oh, I don't have enough moxie to be a horse whisperer this time. You pass by a small farm where a little girl sits crying next to a wooden dollhouse. What's wrong, little girl? The Puckwudgie stole all my dollhouse furniture. The what now? They're mean little elves, like from the fairy tales? Oh God, not more fairies. They even painted a rude middle finger on the living room wall. You bend down and take a look. Oof, I don't think that's a middle finger, kiddo. Where do these things come from? There's a vacant lot with a lot of bushes and stuff Granny said to stay away from. I think they live there. You gonna stomp on them? Stomp some for me, too. Heck, why not? Alright. This is all one fight after another. Miniature firehouse. You hear them milling around inside. Kick the door down.
Kick. Okay. Heck yeah. Also, I have leveled up my snake pretty good. And I've got an attack that makes my snake attack 3 times per round. It would be more useful if it weren't completely bloody random, but hey. I've also got a healing whistle, and a moxie boosting spell, and a thing that automatically does a certain... It only works once per opponent, but it automatically does a percentage of their hit points, and a healing grimace. But for right now, I'm doing this. Problem is, he'll just keep attacking the same one. Sometimes he'll attack the same one 3 times in a row, even when they've got... Like, look at that. That one's dead. Deader than dead. Deader than a bucket of dead things. And yet he continues to bite it. Because the snake is stupid. Punch the one that hasn't attacked yet. There we go. Trouble with the poison bite is it doesn't do any damage on contact. It takes their turn. So they don't drop dead till it's their turn. Alright. No engaging ring, just sell it in a ring of raucous fracas. I don't know what that does. Alright. This is just one fight after another. I may not even unspeed the combat after this. Or in between this, I mean. Doot, 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 doot. There is no one to talk to here. There is no plot developments to uncover. I dropped a piano on him. Crap. I thought he'd be dead. Oh well. Gabby's heal. Gabby spores cure poison. Also, I've only gotten 2 sidekicks this run. The machine gun girl and Gabby. I don't have any other companions. That's just weird. I didn't get the dog because I took different classes just to check them out. Hi, Rise, Puck, what'd you probably rile them up? I think that's just an infinite fight. Not one infinite fight, but a bunch of fights you can... Beside, full of plump grubs. Oh, okay. One of those things where you can just fight one after another is what I'm saying. This was a barracks. Sorry, I kind of whizzed by that on accident. Whiz. Oh, damn it. Well, at least that one's guaranteed to be dead. What the hell is wrong with you? Do you really think the same ones needed the attacks over and over and over and over and over again? Knife in the dark. And the darkness very conveniently comes along. Massage parlor. Through the skylight you see Pukwudgie massage therapists hard at work. Funny, they look a lot like the soldiers and all the others. Why do they have weapons? Why did they have them on hand? Oh well. I guess when you're a bunch of conniving, robbing little jerks that steal from little girls, you kind of come to expect being attacked. That's probably true. Throwing this knife. Beating his head in. Hey, don't pick on my snake, you jerk. Drop dead. There we go. We rubbed out the Monsieur and Menace.
And now that I've cleared out the village, now I will unspeed the thing. Close it with the shadow pliers. How many XP I got? 605? Not bad. Hold on. Books. Cold armor. Hot armor. Meat boost. Extra HP. These are all scaling, you may have noticed. You mean Coldridge? No, you don't want Coldridge's armor. It only protects you against Coldridge's. Ah, okay. Learn that hell is full of various beasts, both great and small. In one chapter, an albatross takes a bite out of Coldridge's haunches, but he's protected by his eponymous armor. These aren't even funny. Alright. They're weird, but they're not funny. I don't want to gab with Gabby. Not at the moment. Pack of hulking devils crest the horizon, surfing the back of a giant inflatable rat. Some jumpy little fellows hopping down the balloon rat's nose. Hey, fat cat! Devils don't work for free. You summon, you pay. I didn't summon you. Who are you calling Fat Pat? Be your name Hellstrom or Joffrel McDoo. Someone's got to give the devils their due.
Yeah, I'm not paying you crap. Yeah, I could easily afford it, but... These little buttholes are just a random encounter that keep happening, so you'd be paying them every time. What's with that one in the back who's just spazzing out? Is he headbanging? Fireballer. I notice these demons aren't immune to being on fire. So that's an interesting weakness. Would you attack the headbanger for the love of God? Fine, I'll do it. Well, that guy can hit the whole field. Yay, helpful hobo. Random hobo assistant.
I still don't know what shows that up. I guess I could tell him to leave me alone, but I like all the gear I get from this. Barbecue pitchfork. I think that's something I want to equip. One point better. Alright. Find an abandoned truck parked on the side of the road with its hood open. Old peeling bumper stickers, I'd rather be fishing. Underneath that, someone's written, screw it, I'm going fishing. Most of the engine is gone, plus the door's entire glove box. Somehow there's a toolbox in that. Remedy that. Alright. Wind blows an old sheet of paper in your face with a plap. Kind of nostalgic. You peel it off and read it. Izzy, I stashed the meat for the make job under the old burnt tree. Meet me there Tuesday to divvy it up. Don't tell Marv I want to cut that dumb palooka out of the deal. You look around and discover you're standing next to an old lightning-blasted oak tree with a hole dug next to it. 3 skeletons are lying around the hole, with rusted pistols in their hand. In the hole you find a big burlap sack, the symbol for meat on the side. 26 meat is not much for a bank heist, honestly. Look, what is this? Gabby's just on a tower in the near distance, shooting a gout of flame in the air. I don't know about oil drilling, but I guess they're burning off a pocket of flammable gas. Ha, betting Gabby can do this too. Finds a discarded gas can by the side of the road and starts chugging out of it. Gabby, she pulls a cigarette lighter of her purse and sparks it, igniting a jet of flame. Haha, woo! Turns into a wild, flailing dance, punctuated with bursts of fire. You hunker down behind a large rock for safety. New crazy dance, invented by Gabby. Craze is right. New dance craze. Craze is right. Isn't that bad for you? No trouble. Gabby has very damp insides. Okay, so now she can set things on fire. The burbling ooze. Fight things. You hear a deep moo sound that reverberates through your guts, all the way down to the colon end. Slowly you turn around. The field was empty before. Now it contains an entire herd of black wounds in space, each one in the shape of a cow. In the middle of them, a shadow cowbell hangs silently on a post.
And just remember, in the world of Loathing, cows are infernal, demonic, evil. Much like seals. I mean, seals in Loathing. In the ultimate twist of irony, the seal clubbers are some of the most noble and heroic organizations out there. Sounds weird to say it, but that's the way this game world works. Alright. I don't like these things. They do a lot of damage. Oh, right. They take half damage from physical attacks. Well, bloody hell. That's all I've got. Fortunately, my hot staff does... Fire dance? Oh, it's one? Huh. That's lame. Fortunately, the hot element of my fork means I do full damage.
Alright. Gang of puckwudgies rushes you on the dirt road and show you a very provocative flip book. Like you guess they've drawn themselves. Nasty pictures in there. Make it more provocative. With a waggle of the eyebrows, you pull out a pin and add a couple of nauseating details to the narrative presented in the flip book. The puckwudgies pour over the new pages together and all at once burst into tears. Gabby, where'd you go? Gabby's over here with snacks. Oh, thanks. Extra fatty pate. Did you make this yourself? Yes. Where'd you get the liver? Found it. Okay. Hey, mister, want to buy a brownie hat? Why would a brownie need a hat? I mean, I could see put a little beret on a croissant, but... Nah, they ain't the eating kind of brownies. I mean the little elf guys from the fairy tales. The ones that fix shoes and sleep with your wife. What kind of fairy tales are you reading? Real old ones. I'm confused. Anyway, I'm assuming they're brownies. Little elf-looking guys. Anyway, they build villages and hollow trees and stuff. Found an abandoned one the other day and looted a bunch of hats from it. Want to buy one? Only 99 meat. And the proceeds go to charity. What charity? Me. I don't want your stupid hats. I already got a bunch of them. Ooh, the Borgia house. Ominous crack in the sky, in the space of a single second, the wide farm road is drenched with fast-falling rain that bites to the bone. Farm rain, all right, cold as ice and twice as nasty. The long, level plains of the county offer no shelter except perhaps a lone house to the east. Let's go there now. I botched this one last time and didn't find it the first time. Why is it raining here and nowhere else? That's what I want to know. Outside it says Borgia. On the inside it says, alright. Knock. Who's there? Tingleton. Can't hear you over the rain. Just go in. Farmer clears his throat as you reach the door. Old farmer's tan and callous all over from a lifetime of farm work. Or fall into a vat at the leather factory. Look at you, you'll soak to the bone from the rain. Quick, you must make yourself warm. There's hot spaghetti on the stove and towels in my wardrobe. Thanks, I'm Tingleton, by the way. Everyone calls me Borge. Borge? I was saying Borgia. Anyway, you're welcome under my roof, Tingleton. Share my roof. Share my food and warmth. I have one rule which you must abide. Okay? Don't look at my daughter. You ever seen one of these? Show off the ring. Funny happenstance, the whole verbal farmer's daughter thing. Never mind. You must not look at my daughter. Alright, I heard you. Alright, now, if you look at her even once, the house vanishes completely. Open the door. Okay, she's following me no matter what I do. Jewelry. Can I have this? Unless you say otherwise, I'll assume I can take it. She makes no evident protest. You slip the next to your pocket with rapid breathing on your neck is increasing the present. I'll put it back. What a roller coaster ride this has been. It's impossible to tell what she makes of it. And I botched it. And there's no way to undo it. Paint the fence. And we're back. Forgot I'd already uploaded a video of the cornfield. Pay for the bed and breakfast. Farm rain picks up something wild. The open doors of a nearby barn provide the only shelter. You dash inside. From the rafters hang a gang of gargoyles, who drop and block the entrance. Pay up. Shelter ain't free. This is a B&B. Whether that stands for breakfast, bread and breakfast, or black and blue, that's up to you. These actually give you something decent. Muscle by 1, maximum each value by 11. Okay, where's my breakfast? Now eat up or go to bed. Alright. Anyway. Everything okay?
Not brilliant. A great flock of dukes has only invaded me farm and all. They got into me outbuildings.
Oh, you want some help with that?
Ugh, well, standing here waving my arms and yelling isn't having much effect, so I can do with a hand, I reckon, you great numpty.
Okay, I'm on it.
Dukes everywhere, I'm telling you. The barrow, the dunkstead, the girdle, the ice brooch, the slopping shield, the steamy.
What's a steamy?
That's for doing the laundry and all. We take our baths in there too.
I see.
Nothing like a hot bath after a hard dark.
What's a poppin' shieling? Sloppin' shieling?
It's the shilling we use for slog hopping. For slog hopping. Hog slopping. Crivens, this blethering is doing me hate in.
What's up, dog?
Dukes.
Of course. What's a dungstead? For ripening the manuring. I thought that started out pretty ripe as it is.
Aye, well, it could always be riper.
What's a girnel?
What do you think a girnel is? It's a girnel for storing grains, isn't it?
Sure, why not?
Nah.
Steamy hut. Apparently I can't arrange weapons by element. Miniature blowtorch is not a bad thing. Do I have anything that is cold? There we go. Moxie plus 4 cold damage for fighting these guys. Hold on. While I'm thinking about it. There we go. Turn up the heat. Dive in weapons first. Yeah. I already got equipped for fighting them.
Stab in the dark. Nuclear bomb. There we go. Now he's actually dividing his attacks up for once and forever. Or not. Why will you not attack that one little duck in the back? Yay! They're all dropping dead. Alright.
I could do this the quick way. Apparently a shieling is some other hut or shed. This one's supposed to be a place where pigs eat. And this idea reinforced by the rows of feeding troughs full of ripening garbage and several barrels of leftover cooking oil. Large gang of ducks seem to have taken a particular interest in the oil and are gooshing around the place and generally wrecking everything with wild abandon. Chase them out. You weather the storm of gross oil and verbal abuse. Boot the ducks out of the shieling. It's pretty easy since they're so lubed up. It only takes one boot to make them slide out the door and into the barn. This is a good look at these gurnal, which is apparently a grain silo and not where you go to make funny faces. Who knows? Gurning. It's a facial expression thing. The noises coming from inside are about what you'd expect here from several giant ducks who have found their way into an actual grain silo. Climb the ladder and peer in. A bunch of very large, now even larger ducks are swimming around happily in max grain. Much like I would if the silo was full of mini marshmallows. Below the haunted duck call. They panic. You have to slide down the ladder real quick as they charge out the door at the top of the gurnal. They're almost too fat to get out, and they pop out like corks from a champagne bottle. One with multiple corks, I guess, and flee to the safety of the barn. You hear a bunch of giant ducks quacking around. What is this? Building is, well, not so much a building as a huge pile of manure. For some reason, probably a horrible one that's been excavated into a sort of cave. You hear a bunch of giant ducks quacking around there happily. It seems unreal that anything could be happy to be anywhere near it.
Let's fight them.
No skin off my stiff upper lip. Oh, sure, now you just attack the baby ducks. Kind of evil snakes. No, actually, that's pretty normal for a snake, really. Now that I think about it. Knew I think about it. Okay, I think I have one more whistle blow left. One more. Alright. And I forgot to change my weapon, but no big deal. Most of them are going to drop dead anywho. Fire dance, only 1 point of damage. Meh. Oh well. I better change before I get to the ice ducks.
Hot damage adds an additional on fire to a weapon permanently. This old stone tower has been converted into a storage shed for storing ice, if McMilligan is to be believed. Hold on. If he is to be believed. And why wouldn't he? It's his farm. You look in the door and find several large, huge ducks chilling inside. Literally chilling, sitting on huge blocks of ice. They don't seem to mind the cold at all. Maybe they're the sort that fly north for the winter. Break the ice. Since professional ice hockey has only been local to the area for about 4 years, it's no wonder these ducks weren't expecting you to just charge in and body check them right out the door and into the barn. Not so mighty now. Big block of ice just sitting here. I guess someone's got to haul it into the broach. Doesn't seem to be melting for some reason. I have no idea what to do with this. Oh, take it to the speakeasy. Okay. No point in talking to that sheep until I've cleared these out. Pile of rocks is apparently a barrow. That is a sort of tomb made by piling up rocks. McMilligan called it a barrow, though, which is less clear. You need to barrow a dictionary. Hear an ominous rhythmic quacking sound within as several large ducks were chanting ancient cult rituals. Blow the haunted duck call. The ducks freeze mid-chant and start freaking out, babbling and screeching and scrambling all each other to get out of the barrow. I guess they thought their ritual was actually working and some horrible abomination was about to appear, which makes them seem like real posers, to be honest. Anyway, most of them ran to the safety of the barn. Sheep is evidently taking up smoking cigars and having a human face to smoke them out of. Bah! Nice try. You're not pulling the wool over my eyes.
Ah, hell, it was worth a shot. I'm Beatrice.
I'm Tingleman. Why are you disguised as a sheep?
I was hoboing past the place and saw a pie cooling on the windowsill.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Exactly. No hobo can resist that, but just as I was sneaking up to grab it, I was attacked by a whole bunch of humongous ducks. Had to disguise myself as a sheep to get them to leave me alone. That's a surprisingly reasonable sensible reason. You know about any hobo code you could teach me? Are those giant ducks still wandering around?
No, I took care of them. It's safe now.
Well, that's a huge relief. Sure, I know some farm-related hobo code.
She teaches you a few symbols, most importantly, pointing out the difference between grain and fertilizer. Hobo camp.
Are the ducks still wandering around the place?
No, I took care of them. All good.
Great, my back is killing me. A good long walk upright like a normal human being sounds pretty good right now.
Stands up haltingly and limps away without removing the costume. You might have been excited about hunting for needles, but no such luck. This haystack is infected with barf weasels. Barf weevils, not weasels. And I can fight ducks whenever I want to. Yo, McMilligan-Cuddy. Took care of those ducks for you.
Aye, you did to be sure. I've been beholden to you, laddie. Couldn't have dealt with these dukes on my own, and that's for certies. Was there something you were wanting then?
All right, I met a lady named Xenia who said she loaned you a paperweight. She needs it back.
A paperweight, she called it.
Who knew? I suppose it could be in a pinch.
Here you are then, and tell her how's it going for me.
I do believe that is all of the quests for the people sitting outside. The Pipasco Homestead. At the dirt back road, you're following branches off into a dirtier, backier road. Old wood turn marker reads Papapishu. Yeah, I know that's not what it says. I don't care. Which is real exciting if you're into diacritics. You shade your eyes with your hand the way people do when they're trying to see a far distance when they're pretending they have invisible binoculars or something. You can kind of make out a pile of rubble that might be a completely destroyed house, and behind that some kind of shed or something. I'll go there next time. I'm going to call it here. Yeah, might as well turn this stuff in. Hey, suppose you found a counterclockwise mainspring. Oh, nope, haven't found his yet. Then I will do it next time when I can turn in all three. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, or subscribe. Or not. I'm not the boss of you. Good night.